I'm proud to introduce 3 students from the class of 2010 who have chosen to speak. London Johnson, Paris Kane Davis, and Nadia McGee Brown. Following their presentations, London will sing, "I Hope You Dance."
Hey guys, how are you? Today is a momentous day in each of our lives. It's the end of our high school years. It's all over, but at the same time, it's just beginning. After all, that's what a commencement day is, right? The beginning of something. Today is the beginning of the rest of our lives. I want you to take a look around you and get a good look of all the people who are sitting next to you and take it all in. And keep in mind all the hard work that you had to put in to be here today. Think about all the tests you passed and the tests you failed, the friends you've gained and even the friends you've lost. Many of us have struggled to get here, and there's no doubt that we have overcome many obstacles to sit in these seats. Yes, these past 4 years have not been easy, but I think I speak for all of us when I say it was worth it. Still, our high school careers were nowhere near normal, but neither is our high school. If you were anything like me, you're a skeptic of attending an online school. To me, online meant boring, and I wasn't cut out for online. However, I've done better here in the last 2 years than I have done in my freshman and sophomore year combined at my previous high school. Switching to an online school was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I would do it all over again. I think it's safe to say that DPS Online has helped breed students prepared for success. This is not the place for troublemakers, slackers, and procrastinators. Rather, this is a place for achievers, hard workers, and dreamers. This school is for men and women who wish to succeed, and succeed we will, for we've been equipped with the tools of success, things a regular high school couldn't give us. We were our own boss, and we were taught the value of being organized and responsible and meeting deadlines without the constant reminder of our teachers and peers. Our teachers not only gave us academic lessons, they gave us lessons for the real world. They treated us like young adults, not like absent-minded children. They made it possible to take extra classes focused on the fields we wish to pursue at schools like CEC, CCD, and Metro. Many of us are leaving this school with a full semester of college under our belt. Sure, we have had no homecoming dances or prom, but we will not regret it, for it is not our last party or school dance that defines our high school experience. Rather, it is the support of our parents, teachers, and peers, and our achievements that make it memorable. Our teachers have truly been an essential part of our success. They are no regular teachers who come to school every day, eager for the bell to ring just like we are. They actually care for each of us, and they know each of us by name. They have faith in all of us, and that faith was shown by the way they made themselves available to us. They never got upset with us because we missed an appointment and had to reschedule. I know I've done that a lot. Sorry, Casey. They were always understanding and patient. Casey was there when I needed to drop a class and pick another option, and usually there was another option. Miss Vining let me read all the books in her library, and I still have a couple of those at home, and helped me with my writing in English. Mr. Palomino was definitely the best math teacher that I've ever had. He didn't just expect me to do it all on my own, and when I was having problems, he walked me through it. Mr. Clem always has a smile on his face and is courteous and helpful in whatever you approach him about. He always has an answer. My advisor, Mr. Roybal, didn't treat me like a child when he needed me to do something. Rather, he addressed me as a young lady, and he was always ready to help. And Miss Ross, could we ask for a better principal? In a regular school, talking to the principal is like going through the chain of command in the White House, and usually they're too busy to help you anyway, so you're just wasting your time. Not Miss Ross. She was there every step of the way. I don't think I've ever seen my principal so much in my 12 years of schooling. Yes, this is no regular school, and they are no regular teachers. But of course, we can't give our teachers all the credit. Sorry, guys. We have other people to thank too, like our support system at home, whether it was our parents, grandparents, husbands, or someone else. We all had people who were cheering for us on the sidelines, waiting to lend an open hand, and for that we are grateful. Yes, we could have done it on our own, but the journey would have been long and lonely. So thank you for putting so much time into us and believing in us. This is it. Take one more look around you, because today is the day we leave the things incidental to youth behind and journey into adulthood. And for some of us, this means a better paying job and a better financial standing. However, we will not be alone on this journey. We will still have these teachers we have come to know as friends. We will still have the support of our families and friends at home. This has been a trip we have all taken together and a ride we will never forget. So I just have one last thing to say. Thank you for sharing this journey with me, and congratulations, class of 2010. And now I'd like to introduce Paris Payne Davis to the stage to give her speech.
Hi everybody, I'll be speaking on the word doubt. I started my life Paris Payne on May 28, 1991. I had a wonderful childhood. I went through elementary and middle school, a straight A student. At that time, I had so much family support, teachers that admired me, and people telling me that I was going to be someone big. There were no big worries present. Then I turned 15 and started high school. Wow, it seemed like a new life had begun. Still an honor roll student, I started the Pom Squad and cheerleading team. Man, did I enjoy that. But then my sophomore year came. Guess what? I'm pregnant. Here's where I lost a lot of support. Also, not did I hear all the doubting, but it showed. Not knowing whether I was going to drop out or not, I stuck in there. On January 16, 2008, Quaylen and I, my boyfriend at the time, were blessed with a lovely baby boy. By that time, I had little family support, no one really pushing me to fight hard, no one to say, you can do it. When my son was 5 months old, I decided to move out after a fight with my mother. Didn't have much money, only working at Subway. I told myself, I can do it, while moving from place to place, basically homeless. Finally, January 09 is here. We have our own place in our stable now. I continue to go to school while Quaylen take care of everything financially. Then, August 15th came. Quaylen and I said, I do. This should be a happy time, a time where people are proud of your accomplishments. But no, everyone made this the worst time ever. They needed to get through their heads that this wasn't about them. We just got to the point where we ignored it and told ourselves this is our life. Senior year came. My counselor tells me, Paris, you only need 2 semesters of an English class to graduate. I was so happy, being that I had so much going on in my life. But knowing that I couldn't attend a high school for numerous classes, DPS Online stepped in to help me out and give me a chance. It was great. I could sit at home with Lil Quaylen and do my schoolwork, plus now I had the opportunity to help out financially. The teachers and staff were great with dealing with my millions of personalities, being that I am pregnant. From first meeting them, they always showed that they were here to help and I was going to get the class done as long as I put in the effort. This year, 1/3 of our DPS Online class of 2010 are either teen parents and or pregnant. The whole point of my short biography was to say, life is tough and things happen to people, but don't ever doubt anyone. Always show your support. Always show your support. There were times where I wanted to give up, where I thought that I would never make it through high school. I stood strong, and today I stand here as Paris Davis, 18 years old, married with 1.5 kids, to say doubting a person only makes them fight harder and much stronger. But guess what? I made it. Now I would like to present Nadia Brown McGee.
Yeah, mine's isn't as long as all of those. I like to keep it short and sweet, so. All right. Isn't it funny how one word can have so many definitions? When I used to think of the word high school, I used to think of cheerleading, then I used to think of marching band. But now when I think of high school, I think, finally, it's over. We finally made it to the end of a very long chapter in our lives. Along this journey, we have all had our shares of memories, like staying up at the last minute studying for that big final, or going to the big game on Friday night. The times we've had in high school will be with us forever, but we can only move forward on this path we call life. They say that high school is supposed to be some of the best years of your life, but I say the best years are just starting. Today, as we become not just the class of 2010, but the graduated class of 2010, I would like to say congratulations to everyone. We've had so much support, and we've also had a lot of people try to hold us back. I'm glad that we are all here today and that we didn't let those people get to us. For that, I would like to thank our parents, because without them, a lot of us wouldn't be here today. It may not have seemed like it at times, like when they told us we couldn't do anything that weekend because of our grades, or that we had to study for the ACT, but they only wanted us to make it to this day. And look where we are now. So thank you, because together we made it. I would also like to personally thank Mr. Casey Burton, because without him and all of his help in pushing me, I wouldn't have been accepted to the University of Northern Colorado. I remember my parents telling me that high school would go by fast, and I just sat there and laughed because I thought they were crazy. How can you fit so much time into 4 years, right? But they were right. I can remember my freshman year as if it happened yesterday. But I can't say that I'm sorry it's over. I've learned so much over the last 3.5 years, but and it's all been worth it. Okay. Joseph Campbell once said, "We must be willing to let go of the lives we've had planned so as to accept the life that is waiting for us." Well, to that I say, never let go of your goals or the life you want, because making it here today proves we can do anything we set our minds to. And I can speak from experience because as a 17-year-old mom, I made it. So in the words of the greatest storyteller ever, Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened.